Thank you, House Hayfield. I appreciate it.
Meanwhile, back at the long tables in the crowd, Nathan could already make out the angry whispers of the repressed young suitors.
Such impudence! Did the Hayfield boy really just give her some brightly colored potion? And look at how cheap the vial itself is. I could definitely go to any medicinal shop in the fiefdom and buy her a dozen such vials, and still spend less than half the price of my gift. What a cheapskate! To present such beauty as Donna Lightstone with such a basic gift is an insult to her honor. I doubt it does anything special at all. To think they went out of their way to bring her such a useless gift is nothing short of disgusting. The Hayfields ought to be ashamed of themselves. Somebody get them out of here.
The displeased murmurings from the crowd grew louder as they all felt that such a cheap gift had disrespected their own efforts. On top of this, many in the crowd thought that if they expressed their displeasure in front of the Lightstones, that they might garner favor from them later on. None of the people in the crowd could imagine a simple green potion to be anything worthy of Donna Lightstone, and before she could say anything more, the members of the audience began to clamor loudly about how she must hate it. Nathan maintained his smile and did not refute any of the words shouted towards them from the rest of the great hall. Amelia, however, grew bright red from embarrassment. She quickly pulled Nathan aside and whispered in his ear,
Nathan, what's going on? Where is the high mountain snow rose that we bought before?
Sir Ian frowned at Nathan and Amelia as the crowd continued murmuring.
Uh-oh, this isn't good. Could something have happened to the snow rose? Did Nathan get in some sort of trouble and then lose it? What's happening right now?
Donna Lightstone, however, maintained her own smile. She was extremely polite, and although she found the green potion in her hands to be a strange gift, she was more upset that all her guests were making such a fuss. Donna stood up, frowned, and addressed the noisy crowd.
Everyone, please calm down at once. None of this matters as much as you think it does. I'd much rather have an unorthodox gift than a belligerent presenter. Please, this ruckus is unnecessary, and those who can't remain respectful must leave.
Immediately the room grew quiet as the boisterous suitors realized their indignation had only upset Donna further. But before Nathan and Amelia could respectfully take their leave off the front table, another disturbance erupted the hall. Hagar Haroldson stood up, clapping slowly from the very back of the room. Hagar smiled as he slowly approached the front table.
Lady Donna is quite right. How wise of her to know better than her peers. Sure, the vial itself is basic, but that does not mean that the potion inside is a basic one. I mean, imagine what sort of amazing concoction could be in there. It's hard to know for sure, but young Master Nathan, why don't you inform us all about the contents of your potion?
Despite the impolite intrusion, nobody in the crowd refuted Hagar's word. He was the heir of the fiefdom of Harold's after all, and even Donna Lightstone had to humor him. She turned to Nathan and shrugged.
Perhaps Hagar is right. Well, Nathan Hayfield, what exactly does this potion of yours do?
All eyes were on Nathan as he stood in front of Donna Lightstone and the rest of her family in the great hall. Amelia anxiously hid behind her brother as he smiled. She was certain his actions would get her in more trouble with Sir Ian's family. She would have loved to chew him out for it, were it not for the fact that hundreds of people were waiting for Nathan to explain himself and his potion. Meanwhile, Hagar finished walking up to the front of the room and smiled at Amelia's fear. He had spoken up about Nathan's potion not to embarrass him, but to help him. During their earlier drunken bonding session, Hagar had observed the fact that Nathan had not brought the high mountain snowflower with him. Nathan had tried to hide the truth from Hagar, but his relaxed self-confidence gave him away. Nathan had then whispered his intentions to Hagar, and so now Hagar was simply following his new friend's wishes. After all, Hagar's question now gave Nathan a chance to show off his gift to everyone in the great hall, including the High Lord Lightstone himself. Hagar shook his head in awe as Nathan strode forward and took the potion vial back from Donna, holding it up for all to see. Hagar couldn't believe Nathan's total lack of fear, and this further reinforced his desire to befriend House Hayfield at all costs. Hagar had always been good at judging people, and he was thrilled with his decision to let go of any ill will toward Nathan.
Unbelievable. So powerful and so courageous at such a young age. Who could possibly be his match in 10 years' time? If I can stay friends with him until that time, all my foes will cower under his mighty gaze.
Meanwhile, Nathan paced before the front table as he showed off his potion, confident that everyone's attention lay on him.
Good Lady Donna Lightstone, this potion I've given you is none other than the elixir of youth. It allows the drinker to maintain their youthful appearances for far longer than one normally would be able to, or for those who are older, it de-ages them by several years. Donna frowned as Nathan handed the vial back to her. She was obviously quite skeptical, considering such potions were extremely rare in this world. Is that truly what this is? Yes, my lady, and I have a second vial here for your mother as well.
As Nathan reached into his pocket and produced a second potion, he offered it up to Cecilia Lightstone, who took it quickly and smiled. It was then that a heckler from the crowd shouted drunkenly at the scene.
Why bother listening to this rubbish? There's no way that kid could have bought a potion such as—
The heckler stopped as soon as Lady Cecilia stood and held up her hand toward the crowd. She continued to inspect the vial, and her hands trembled slightly as she addressed Nathan for the first time. Her tone was both excited and urgent.
Young Master Hayfield, you claim that this potion is in fact the elixir of youth? Is that correct?
Before Nathan could respond, the other members of House Lightstone gave Cecilia concerned looks. Sir Ian frowned.
Mother, what exactly is the elixir of youth? I've never heard of such a thing, yet clearly it's gotten you worked up.
Sir Ian's father, the High Lord himself, also frowned. He spoke with a serious, calming tone as he gently touched his wife's shoulder.
Cecilia, darling, what's gotten into you? Is this healing potion really as special as the Hayfield boy claims?
Phew. I've never seen this elixir before, but there are many rumors of its existence, and also I happened to read of it in an ancient book many years ago. It's not something one could simply buy. The recipe to make it is largely unknown to even our brightest alchemists, and it's not just a healing potion, but a special rejuvenation tonic.
Really? But what does that mean?
It means it's far more powerful than a regular potion. See how it glows so brightly? It's said that anyone who drinks it will regain a youthful appearance, and some claim that it can even make a 60-year-old woman look 30 years younger.
Donna's eyebrows raised with excitement.
But, Mother, what does that mean for me? Just as this young man said, should you take it, my dear, the speed of your aging will slow dramatically, and you shall maintain your youthful glow well into the future, not just cosmetically, but internally as well. Imagine what a blessing that would be.
Cecilia's eyes gleamed as she stared into the neon green liquid in the vial. Although appearances weren't everything in this realm, they still mattered greatly for noble women in particular, whose status forced them to appear a certain way. The elder Lady Lightstone's thoughts were often on her appearance as of late. Cecilia's hair was beginning to turn white, and her skin was even paler now than it was in her youth. She was in her late 50s after all. But more than that, Cecilia's joints were in a state of constant pain, and even the best healers she'd gone to had struggled to treat the issue effectively.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.